Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome to yet another video. If this is the first video that you're seeing from me, I apologize because the lighting is really freaking bad. I'm not in my normal filming space, but I really have to film this video because if I don't film it now, there's like no normal time that I could film it. But I have a bookish blanket with me. So I thought I'd share that with you. It's very exciting. My aunt got it for me for Christmas. And, you know, I thought I'd share it with you all. But very exciting. Anyway, today we are doing my December wrap up and January TBR, which is very exciting. This is like the last one of these videos, or first one, depending on what you think. Like, because like you could think of it as the last one, because I'm using the same thumbnail that I've used for the whole entire year, and then I'm gonna switch to a new thumbnail for January wrap up and February TBR. But you could also say that it's the first one because this is our first TBR of the new year, and I'm filming this in the new year. So let me know how you think of it. Like, let me know if you think of it as the first or the last. Personally, I think of it as the last, especially since I'm doing the last thumbnail that's the same. So anyway, slay. Also, when I record the TBR video, I will be in a different spot, but right now I'm recording the wrap-up video because I have to record it at some point if this video is gonna go out on my normal filming day, and it might even go out late. So anyway, sorry about that. But I have my MacBook here. This is actually new. If you are a subscriber and you haven't been watching my TBR videos, you've never seen this before, but this will hopefully up my game for my TBR videos and help me to make it a little easier. So, you know, anyway, let's get into it. And I don't even have the slide pulled up. Like, this is really so me coded. I decided to film this video like 2 minutes ago. I was like, you know what I should do? I should film this video. I was watching different TBR videos and I was like, I really want to film my TBR video. Let me just do it. Most people don't do a wrap-up, but I do, because I like doing wrap-ups, and I don't like doing it at the end of the year. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so the first book of the year, or month, my first book of December. Also, I had no December TBR because I filmed a November wrap-up. It's right here. It'll also be in the description. So I was really going in this blind, but I read a lot of holiday romances. My first book of December was Snowed In by Catherine Walsh. This is a romance, and I read it December 6th to December 7th. Honestly, I read all of my books in December on the weekends. It's actually really funny. I'll share my Fable picture because it's actually so funny. And this was an online read. I read it on my Kindle. This is actually the second book in the series, but I read the second one first and then the first one. This could be read as a standalone or as a series. I'd recommend reading them in order, but I also think that it's okay. So the first one is Holiday Romance, and then the second one is Snowed In. This was a 4.25 stars, and these were my extra thoughts. I said, what do you mean the female main character knits? I was so excited about this as a knitter. Just so excited. But I also said, I know that knitting 2 sweaters in like 2 weeks is very unrealistic, but still, I cannot believe this. I've never read a book where the girl knits, except I have read books where the girl knits, but they're only like, I had read a knitting memoir. It's called The Curse of the Boyfriend Sweater. I'll put it here. But I've never read like a regular book with the girl knits. I was so crashing out about this. So actually I haven't read the other 2 books. There's only one other book, but that's okay. Although I might, after reading this, which I did, spoiler alert, I went into this book literally so blind. I saw it from Lottie Smally. I'll put her YouTube username here. I actually talked about her in my another video that's coming out at the end of January, my January wrap-up video, or no, my January knitting video. I talked about her, but that's her YouTube. I saw she picked this book for her December TBR, And so I was like, ooh, I should read it too. And I'm actually obsessed. The fake dating slays, and the fact that it's in Ireland, and I put chef's kiss, which is so funny. But yeah, I really, really liked this book. It was really cute, and I loved the fact that she knits. And I do like epic dating. Okay, then I read Holiday Romance by Catherine Walsh. This is romance. I read it December 14th to December 16th on my Kindle. We love a good Kindle book. I give this 4.5 stars, and this was actually my favorite book for the month of December. I made a little the best books of the year, and the way I split it up was January through December, each month of the year, the best book. I feel like if I were to do it again, I would do it a little differently. I think I'll make future videos on this asking you guys if you would do it similarly or differently. But yeah, anyway, this is the first book in the series, and I liked it more, which I was really surprised by. So here are my extra thoughts. I said the theme of this book is literally Ruin the Friendship by Taylor Swift, and I gave it the little heart hands, which is so funny, the heart hands emoji. I'll put it here. So once again, I read the second book first, but something that's less common is I went back and I read the first book. This is the first book. This one was low-key better than the second, which I didn't think was gonna happen given I really liked the second book, Snow did. It was deep in a way that I didn't expect, but amazing at the same time. It was the best mix of deepness, is that a word? And happiness. It was cozy and happy, and it just made me smile by the end. I absolutely loved this book. I highly recommend to anyone in the holiday season. I understand it's not the holiday season right now, and I do know that literally all of these books are holiday books. Sorry, I'm turning down the brightness on my screen. I know that all of the, actually, I feel like the brightness makes my face look better. Let's keep the brightness on. I'm gonna say that, and then I'll be editing this video, and I'll be like, oh my god. Anyway, I really, really liked it. I thought it was deep, and I talked about this a lot in my best books. You should totally watch that. It's in the description. But I talked about this in my best books video, but I feel like it was really, really deep and interesting, but it also had this cuteness where it's like, oh my god, I love a cute little book, but oh my gosh, it's deep at the same time. I'm obsessed. Like, slay. Next book I read, no, it went downhill from there. Like, we had two good books, and then the two other ones were like, I felt like they were okay, but they weren't as good. You know what I mean? Like, nothing was better. So I read Baggage Claim by Juliana Smith. One thing I forgot to mention, and I thought I'd add as a little editing, and I thought I'd put here, was I actually DNF'd this book last year, and I should have known that it was going to be bad based on the fact that I DNF'd it last year, but I just wasn't thinking, I guess, and I continued to read. But yeah, I did DNF it in 2024, like Christmas time 2024. It's a YA romance, and I read it December 20th to December 21st. Oh my gosh, when I tell you I read so many Christmas books, I read on my Kindle, and I gave it 3.5 stars, which is not very good. And my extra thoughts said, did I love this book by any means? No. Honestly, I thought about DNFing it 25 times at least, but it was a very easy read, and it got better. The girl's family sucks, though. That's really all I have to say about it. Like, this book was okay, and it definitely, like, kept me reading, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't horrible, and I wasn't like, oh my god, I hate this so much, but it wasn't great either. I wouldn't say, oh my god, you want a Christmas romance, read this, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, I definitely read worse books, so, yeah. And then I read the sequel, because why not? Because I thought that was so good, so let me just read another one by it. But low-key, I needed another book. But then the book I read for the beginning of January, because it's January 4th right now, and I've already finished a book for January, and it's literally so much better than any book I read in December. Like, I swear to you, it's so good. I'm not gonna spoil it. You're just gonna have to wait and see until my January wrap up, so you should definitely follow along. as you can see it, because it's really, really, really exciting. I can't even tell you how excited I am about the book. I'm still thinking about it, and I'm on another book. I'm on my second book of the year. I'm on my second book of the year, but I'm also on my second book of the month. I'm loving it. I love that book so much. It's literally so good. I can't even tell you. Just wait till my January wrap up. Just wait. But anyway, I read Snowed Under by Juliana Smith. It's a YA romance, and I read it December 26th, December 29th as an audiobook. I was trying to listen to this book so I can knit, because I'm trying to finish my knitting project. Stay tuned for my January knitting wrap up, January knitting vlog, where you will see literally all of it. I'm pointing to here, but I have no thumbnail, so you're just gonna have to wait and see a thumbnail. I'm just gonna point to here, but it goes out January 31st, so slay. I gave it 3.5 stars, and I said just mid. I really thought I'd like this better than I did. I like the trope, but after a while it kind of got bad. I don't know. It was like single mom trope. I don't know, but it was like kind of mid. I don't know. Like, I really had high hopes going in, which is weird because I don't like the first one. So, like, what was I thinking? But, like, okay, when I was reading the first book, I was like, wait, I really love the best friend. Let me read this book so that I'll like the best friend more. But the best friend wasn't better. So, I don't know. I really love sequels of books, too. Sometimes. Depends on the book, obviously. This one I did not like. And I had high hopes for it, and that's kind of sad. Anyway, I'll see you in approximately 0.2 seconds for my TBR. Though it's actually going to be, 5 days? In 5 days, I will be making my TBR part of the video, but it's actually going to be 0.2 seconds for you, so I'll see you in 0.2 seconds. Hi, Slays. So before we get started, I wanted to say it is so unseasonably warm. Like, oh my gosh. So the fact that I'm wearing short sleeves is crazy, but it's like 60 degrees. It's like 60 degrees outside. Like, I was sweating on my way home. So that's why I'm wearing short sleeves. But I just wanted everyone to know before they were like, oh my god, Alice, it's January, you're wearing short sleeves. But it's so unseasonably warm, I swear to gosh. It should be like 10 degrees. Like last year, it was 10 degrees. But right now, it's 60. Also, I have many other things to say before we get into it, but I thought that I would start with that. My next things are, I thought I'd add 3 more prompts to the jar. I added a couple for fall, but I did not say them, so I'm going to add some more for winter. Actually, 2 of these are gonna stay all the time, but the first one we have is new series. I don't all have a ton of series where I'm in the middle of, and I want to do that video trend where it's like ranking city or finishing series I'm in the middle of, but I don't have any series I'm in the middle of, so I'd be willing to start a new series, such as, I don't know, Naturals, Beartown, things like that. Then I have Winter Book. Oh, also, if you can't already tell, I ripped them. I, didn't want to get out my scissors. I just got home from school. I literally just got home from school. But I was like, I have to make this video right now. It's Friday. I just got home from school. So, yeah. And then third slip of paper. So, this is my little TBR jar, if you're new here. So slay. Also, before we get into it, I have, books that I got recently that I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to make a little haul video, but I also wanted to add this, incorporate this into a what's called long form video. So here's my haul. We have The Summer of Broken Rules. I've actually read this before. I read it in 2024, summer of 2024, and I could definitely see myself reading this again in summer of 2026, so slay. We have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is my favorite Abby Jimenez book. I've read every single one that has come out so far. I definitely recommend this one. Go read it. It's part of the Part of Your World series. Also stay tuned, there will be an Abby Jimenez deep dive at some point on my channel. I've actually been trying to figure that out because I just listened to Off the Shelves Abby Jimenez like podcast episode. It came out in April, but it's really, really good and I really recommend. And so I was thinking about Abby Jimenez and I was like trying to think about what I'm gonna do with her deep dive, but I also want to do it after The Night We Met comes out, and I want to reread. Sorry. And also, if you see me looking over here, I have my laptop over here on a little like rolling thingy. But I want to reread. Oh my gosh, it's not on the shelf. Did I put it over there? I did. Say You'll Remember Me is down there, but I want to reread Say You'll Remember Me. I wanted to put my favorite books of 2025 down on this shelf over there, but I realized that that's a horrible idea because now I can't see them. So I'm gonna have to put them back here, but I wanted to do that for January and now I'm regretting it. And then I also got Yes Please by Amy Poehler. This is a current read for me. I'm actually currently listening to her audiobook. I'm about like 58% of the way through it, so you'll definitely see it on the January wrap up, or hopefully you will. I'm not loving it, but I'm also not hating it. I definitely recommend the audiobook, but since I got this in a Little for Your Library for free, I was like, why not have it? Like, you know? So it's not like I'm gonna get it out of my collection, but I also think like, I wouldn't say buy the book, you know. I also got Charming as a Bird. This I actually got for Christmas. This is by Ben Felipe. It's supposed to be like an enemies to lovers, like YA, like they both want to go to the same college book. And then I also got Meant to Be by Katie Catelli Cook. I have no idea anything about this book. But I do know that it's Christmassy. Obviously it's after Christmas, so I probably won't be reading this until the next year. But yes, very exciting. Also, there's some sort of scratch off for a Minty surprise. If you want to see that, let me know, but I don't really want to do that, but whatever. Anyway, that's it. This looks very cheesy, but also very cute, so I love a cheesy romance. I cannot be hating. Okay. That's that. And then I have books over here. So here we go. Before we get into it, I wanted to say I will only be picking one book because like I did last year, and I might change this, but I liked how I did it last year where I did one book in January and 12 books in December. I obviously will not be finishing my December TBR, all 12 of them. That's crazy. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't really want to. But I will, like, I'm gonna force myself to read obviously my January TBR and my February and March, but as the year goes on I might read less and less of them. But I'm gonna force myself to at least read the first 3, and if you want to do something similar, let me know, and let me know what your rules are. Are you gonna make sure you read all 12 or what? Anyway, that's that. But books that I would be interested in picking for this month are Beartown by Frederick Bachman. Now, this is actually the book that I want to read, and I'm going to read it this weekend no matter what. Like, I don't care. But I have it as a, what's it called? Library book. So I think this would be the best time to read it, and it would force me to read it a little more, like everything. So I really, really want to pick Beartown by Frederick Bachman. Like, it is the pick. And then also I want to read Bossy Pants by Tina Fey. This would be after Yes Please. I don't know that I want to pick it on my TBR, but I do want to read it at some point this month or next month. And then I also want to start the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Also kind of iffy on that. I don't know. We're gonna hope I pick Beartown. But that's all of that. I just wanted to yap for that a little bit. And then I have a couple of books on my November TBR. I'll put it on the screen. I don't really want to read it out. That if something of the same capacity shows up, I may pick that just to try and finish out my November TBR. I also put like red line, green line. Like if I have a red line on it, it means I read it in November, and if I have a green line on it, I don't want to read it anymore. And if I have a purple line on it, it means I DNF'd it. So that's all that. Now, let's actually get into picking. I wanted to yap a little bit because we only have one pick, so it's not very interesting. I'm going to try not to be biased, but you know what I want. I want Beartown. You can't even see it. Like, I have to put this here. Okay. Come on now, let's get winter read, A book that matches your outfit. Wait guys. Okay. I might be able to pull a loophole here. So I have a book that matches your outfit. And I want to pick Beartown. Okay, so if I'm being so completely honest, I feel like Swimming Pretty really does do this justice. This I wanted to read in the summer. I did start it, I think. Yeah, I did start it. I was doing this summer reading challenge to read these different books to black out a bingo card, though I did not successfully do it, but this was my nonfiction pick. This isn't really memoir or anything. It's just like nonfiction about yapping about swimming and women in water, which I love and I think is cute. Though, does it really match my outfit? I'm wearing blue and white and pink with pink accents. So I feel like blue, white, and pink is really the color scheme here. I don't want to read a summary book, so I'm not picking that. I don't want to read a summary book, so I'm not picking that. I think I have to pick Beartown. Guys, I really got away with that. I mean, it has blue in it. I don't think there's anything else. I guess the Sum of Us, that this isn't, there's just a little bit of blue. So I really do think that Beartown has the most blue. And I obviously want to pick this, and I was trying to do any sort of loophole to get this one. I really wanted to get a winter book because I feel like that's the most. But a book that matches your outfit, we're doing blue. Are they the same blue? No, but it's okay. Also, guys, I need you guys to force me to do the Hunger Games. I think I might make a video series on it, like a vlog. So let me know if you'd be interested in that, and if you are, let's do that. Okay, slays, I am so incredibly excited that we are done with this video. I actually filmed the first part of this video like a week ago, and now I'm filming this part of the video. This is getting uploaded tomorrow, actually. I'll be at a swim meet when it gets uploaded, but it will be uploaded tomorrow, so I gotta speed edit it, but this is very exciting. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope you are so excited for the new year and all of my new picks. I really am very excited, and I'm very, very excited about my pick, as you can tell. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you thought to join me and you got a kick out of this, and apparently you decided, let's finish it. So slay. I really appreciate it. And also, if you're interested in all of my yap sessions, definitely follow my Instagram. I promise you, I have so much of like polls and stuff, and there's short form content that just doesn't get uploaded on YouTube. So definitely watch out for that. Also, follow my Fable for all of the bookish stuff. Fable is basically like Goodreads, but like cuter, Gen Zer cuteness, slayfulness. You literally know when I read a book, what I read a book, whatever. So definitely, what's it called? Follow my Fable and get Fable and do everything with Fable. I love Fable. Sorry, my mother just texted me. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you're staying warm or cold. If it's like me and it's January 9th and it's literally 200 degrees. I don't even know. But have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.